Life Productions.
It's your boy Zeek Woods from Hempstead, New York. Strong Island, Long Island.
Y'all know what the fuck going on? Royal Life Productions in this motherfucker.
It's my manager J5.
Yo.
How long you been doing music?
For about 6 years. Well, this more so 7 years.
So what made you want to get into music?
Just, it's crazy because like I started when I was 13 and like I didn't even know I was gonna start rapping, and then I was doing it for fun, and after a while like when I wrote my first, I think like I don't know, it's crazy, when I wrote my first song I started doing it, and then like I started liking it, and people like my friends and they like, you good, and then my homegirl, she introduced me to my boy Maurice. He had a studio, and ever since then I've been doing this shit. Since I was 13, I'm 24 now, so. J5, what up, man? Let's talk a little bit, man.
Started out with nothing, I wish my niggas could see me had to make it out the struggle. My brother died for no reason. Every time I think about him, I knew he would want to see this. Every night I could hardly sleep, I'm so fighting my demons. Trying to jack my lingo, trust the heart just to be me. Trying to live my life, I told him once you can be me. Instant picture perfect, see my reflection through mirrors. Got a body moving with motion, she look like Shakira. Every time I take a hit, I be so hot to roll it up. Speaking so much pain, just want my family to hear it. I'm taking pictures like paparazzi, so caught in the moment. Designer shoes like Giuseppe's, up through the world like I'm.
In the music business, who's your biggest influencer?
My biggest influences? J. Cole, Nipsey, Drake, Tupac for sure. Yeah, back in 06, I was on that Wiz shit. Wiz and Cole.
They used to call him Lil Wiz.
They used to call me Lil Wiz. That shit was funny. I had the patch and everything. But yeah, Wiz and Cole. Anybody, like, I listen to everything, but like, cause like, even in my music, I do like different types of songs, so like, I do a love song for a love song, a song about my life, it'd be about my life, so I'm versatile, I do different songs, but I got more influences, but I'm gonna just keep it right there for now.
So I seen you did a freestyle in the booth. So what keep you going doing music?
What keeps me going?
Yes.
The reaction. What I mean by reaction, like, when I being in New York, like, don't get me wrong, like, I miss my friends, I miss being in the studio out there, but like, everything I'm doing out here, I never thought I'd be doing. I mean, everything I've been doing out here, I never thought I'd see myself doing. Like, I'm doing shows now.
Why is that?
I'm not saying like I wasn't thinking about it, but it wasn't in my head at the time. I wasn't that type of person then than I was now.
So what's the difference between you back then when you first started doing music than you now?
I guess it's the opportunity. When we came out here, you know, we got these cats, you know, that liked his music, liked the way he sounded, liked, you know, the way he did his thing with his music. And you know what I'm saying, it was more of a lyrical thing with him. And you know what I'm saying, we took off by them just saying that they wanted to come do a show. And from that show went to this show, from that show went to this show. And from then on out, you know what I'm saying, it just kept going, that's doing the shows. And I don't think we would have had too much opportunity in New York, because New York is a lot of competition. And you know what I'm saying, Arizona is like, it's competition out in Arizona, but Arizona don't get that play. You see what I'm saying? We got a lot of good rappers out here, you know what I'm saying, that's grinding and doing their thing on the underground level and shit. But you know, you don't see it. You don't see too much clicking like that. The only way, you know what I'm saying, you gotta put yourself out there, I guess you just do shows. You know what I'm saying, make yourself be seen and heard to get that recognition, like, you know what I'm saying.
Why do you think Arizona don't get no play?
I don't know, cause you know, when you listen to the industry, you got cats from LA, you got cats from Kentucky, you got cats from down south. You know what I'm saying, you got cats from Tennessee, you got cats.
I think this is more so what he's trying to say. It's not more so the fact that Arizona's not getting played. It's just it's more so being shown than being told, really. Cause like he's saying, like, you'll hear Chicago rappers. Well, I mean, on the radio, yeah, you'll probably hear like Lil Durk, G Herbo maybe, You know what I'm saying? But on the radio, you'll hear like Wayne, Drake, all of them. But it's like you don't really, cause I listen to everybody, even old school music. Like I listen to all types of music. It's been a minute since I really heard of a Arizona rapper, becoming famous or just even local. I mean, I think you got Jordan Sparks. I think Future is from Arizona.
Futuristic.
Yeah, but he's probably the only one that I know that I can say. So that's what I mean. Like I think it's more so being shown than being told.
Yeah, like being on the map wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of rappers in other cities, in other states. You know what I'm saying? But you got few that come out of Arizona. It's not like no multitude, but artists come out of Arizona.
So do you think a lot of rappers have to leave their states and make it big somewhere else to claim their city?
Not necessarily, just that, with the move out here, we made that move, to do a better life. And with that move, he brought his talent with him. So with his talent, he just took his talent from New York and put it in Arizona and to make, some type of foundation with his music in Arizona. It's just we made that move. I mean, it wasn't by choice, you know what I'm saying, that we moved out here. Just that, we came out here, to have just somewhat of a better life. And then again, I came out to retire, but he came out here to do his music, and so we just took it one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? See what's going to happen, how it's going to pan out with this music thing. And so far, you know what I'm saying, he did like maybe 15, 20 shows. And so far, it's pretty good.
How does it feel to be on stage?
That shit. It's from my first show. Well, we don't have the post out here. It's in my room. But from the first show, first off, shout out to my boy Quali, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even heard of a show. And yeah, shout out to Quali. Yeah. But it feels good. It's kind of hard. I mean, now it feels crazy. Like just seeing people watch me do something that I love to do, it's amazing. Like every show, like just 2 months from the last show, like each time I get on stage, I always look back to my videos. That's why I always tell my girl, like, babe, record this, so I can look back at my last performance, see what I did. Like if I moved in a circle, I gotta know the next time not to move in a circle. But not always on a negative thing, but always on a positive thing.
So you basically learn from your mistakes?
Yeah.
So how did you get connected with Quali to Gone?
I'll answer that.
We
we came out here, right? We got to Respect the Underground got in touch with us. So, you know what I'm saying, financially we couldn't hit them up, like talking about it. And then we ran into this cat called J-Rod. So he got, we did a show with him out in Avondale, and that's how we met Quali, you know what I'm saying, Ghost.
Oh yeah.
And let me see, Dallas.
Shane.
Sugar Shane. You know what I'm saying, it was a group, like some type of group. And in the process of seeing these cats and, being with them, that gave us the opportunity to try to shine with them cats. So with that happening is, you know what I'm saying, then we did another show, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, we don't know what happened, but it seemed like we got more interested in Quali because he wanted us more. So we went with him because, something had happened with the group, you know what I'm saying, with their tour. And with their tour, we don't know exactly what happened. So we just followed Quali because he liked us. He wanted to do shows with him. And every show that Quali did, he asked us to do a show with him. And it was always turned out to be fire.
We've been saying that since his first show. None of his shows have been
and I call it a quality affair because, you know what I'm saying, it's always unfair when we go do a quality show.
Yeah, Quali, he's a real businessman.
Yeah, that too.
He take his business serious.
Yeah.
Like when stuff ain't going properly, he exits everything out. So I asked him in one of his interviews, I was like, how do you separate your music side from your business side? He said, you gotta sit down and think about what I'm gonna do next. So a lot of people don't plan out the next step. So when something else pop off, they start overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, what am I gonna do next? I got 3 big shows coming up.
Well, to me, he's pretty grounded. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his next step is his next step, but he's pretty grounded with his next step. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going on tour now. You know what I'm saying? He did the shows. He's going on tour. He's trying to make something happen. You know, he's trying to vibe.
Why you ain't going on tour with him, man? What
I
happened?
thought I was gonna be asked that question. I had a little man now. I mean, I'm not really using it as an excuse, but I'm 24, so being on tour, like things like that, you know, sometimes like it's not really more so me saying I don't want to go or I can't go. It's just how you say it, like
It's not like you're not ready to go on tour.
Yeah,
It was more
it
like
has to happen.
It's like more of an
I have to be
opportunity.
ready for it.
I think it was like an
that's what I'm
opportunity to go on tour, but at the same time, financially,
It has to be the right time.
you know what I'm
That's the
saying?
thing.
I think we ourselves had to be grounded. You know what I'm saying? Before we make moves like that, find out how this going to play out and what's going to generate from the tour, and you know what I'm saying? How would our lives change before the tour, after the tour?
So when I knock, come at your door and say, "Hey, man, you on the radio? Are you gonna stay a quiet life, or are you gonna try to reach to the top?"
I'm trying to reach to the top. I say that in my songs. Like I always say that. Even if, I don't think I really have a goal when I'm gonna stop rapping, but I don't know, I've been doing this shit since I'm 13. I mean, everything's going fast but steady so far. I don't see it going slow right now.
Yeah, because you know a lot of rappers when they reach to the top, they fall off quick. So what are you gonna do differently to stay on top?
Keep hustling.
Keep grinding.
Keep grinding, keep hustling.
The same strategies and everything I've been using to get this far. I'm gonna make sure I have that same mindset.
Yeah, like the cats we perform with, you know what I'm saying, when we go to a quality show. Big up to all of them, all the artists that go to the quality shows and perform, you know what I'm saying, you know, like a lot of times you do open mic or something like that, the guy says, give it up to this one or give it up to that one, because it takes a lot of courage and heart to get on stage to even try to rap or rhyme and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you got cats that go up there just to do their thing, but then again, you know what I'm saying, if you got the heart for it, you got the heart for it. If you don't have the heart for it, you need to keep striving to get the heart for it. I mean, practice, you know what I'm saying, the more you do it, the better you get. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, because you know, a lot of cats is good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we the best in anything, but a lot of cats is good. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of beef, they got a lot of vibe.
There's a lot of different sounds.
Yeah, and when they hit, they hit. You know, their music, their sound is hitting. But for us to keep moving, man, we just gotta keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? That's basically it. And see where it leads us to.
Yep.
So Zeek, where'd you get your name from?
That's a crazy story, actually. It's not too long of a story. Like, first, I had so many different names. Like, when I first started, I'm not saying it was a bullshit little story, but it was, okay, so my name was originally Young Wiz at first, because I was on that Wiz Khalifa shit, like, hard. So, first it was Young Wiz, then it was like Young Soul, but I had like 10 different names. And at the same time, it was like I couldn't find a name to really fit me, something that would stick, something I could stick with for like 5 years from then after I found a name for myself. So I finally found a name, and it was Zico at first, but Zico sounded too Japanese. Like when my friends say, "Yo, Zico," it sounded weird. And then it was Young Zico. Then I had different variations, like Young Z, Zico, Zeke. And then after a while, I started saying Zeke, and that shit sounded fire. I don't know why. And I looked it up.
Came up Zeek Woods.
I know, when I looked it up, it kind of described who I am, like outgoing, a social person. I think that's how you say it, like real outgoing and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm just stick with Zeke. And then the Woods. Nobody really knows. People think I got it from Backwoods, but shout out to Backwoods. I fucks with Backwoods. But I actually got Woods from I don't know if too many people listen to him, but it's a rapper called named Roy Woods. He part of OVO. Shout out to Drake. I got the Woods from Roy Woods. Nothing significant was. I just thought like Woods would sound fire with Zeke. When I put them shits together, it was Zeek Woods. And then ever since then, on the posters for the shows and stuff, it says Zeek Woods. But when I get on stage, people just say Zeke. My rap name is Zeek Woods, but I just thought it would sound fire.
So what be going through your mind when you in that booth?
All types of shit. Cause like, I don't know, I just did You listen to that song by Drake and Lil Baby, that Yes Indeed? I did a freestyle to that. That shit was fire. A remix. I did a remix to Young LMA's Booed Up. So like, the reason why I'm talking, I know that's not pertaining to the question, but it kind of is. I do different type of songs, so it's like, whatever, however the beat sound, like, just because I nod my head to a beat don't mean like I like it or I fucks with it. I don't know, like it's complicated. Like I gotta hear myself mumbling something. Like when I hear a beat, like if I'm mumbling it and that shit sound like catchy enough, and like I'm saying it over and over to where I can hear myself recording it, then I'm gonna go with it. It's complicated. Like I think of all types of stuff.
So where you get your sound from?
I can't even say I get it from anybody because I couldn't even compare myself because a lot of people say I sound mainstream, but I don't even think I would call myself underground or like a local artist. I would like to be considered as a local artist, but I can't really say I get my sound from anybody.
Yeah, because I listened to that song when you was in the booth, man.
Yeah, like
that shit was gutter.
I'm not even gonna sit here and say I get my sound from somebody. I've been compared to Wiz, well, my old stuff, but like some of my newer stuff, some like G Herbo, some like Polo G. I hear it a little bit, but I'm not gonna really sit here and say I get my sound from somebody.
We try to keep the sound like old school, new school type of sound, beat wise and lyrical wise. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a story. You know, when I come from a lot of rappers, you know, I grew up when it was always a story. You know what I'm saying? And stories told a lot. You know what I'm saying, about how you live, how the hood is, what, you know what I'm saying, your girlfriend, your mom, your family, the system. You know, that's how they did their stories. That's how they ride. But like right about now, it's like new school, old school thing. You know what I'm saying? And the sound just got to be right. You know what I'm saying? The beat got to be right. Like you said, it was fire. We took that, you know what I'm saying? We took that fire, tried to turn it into something that's gonna cook.
That shit got a hit.
They got a hit.
Even in the studio, like when I'm recording. I mean, I don't think there's ever been a session where, even if I rehearsed and had the shit down pat, even the first time, like, I could go on the song. Sometimes, like if it's like a 2-minute beat, and it's like one of them consistent hype shits, I run through them shits. Even if I have it rehearsed and down pat, the first time, like hearing the recording of it, it might sound fire, but it's always something I gotta add to it that I didn't think of at home when I'm rehearsing. And that's the hardest part. I feel like that's the hardest part for me. Like practicing at home, because I always think of shit when I get there. And I was like, damn, why I didn't think of this shit when I was rehearsing this shit at home.
So do you write or freestyle?
I write.
You're right.
Like,
I told him, I said, listen, man, just get into a studio, so you get that sound. And once you get to the studio, you know what I'm saying, everything's gonna change. It's gonna sound different. The reaction gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be like you're live. And with that, I say you're gonna go crazy. And every time you go to the studio, something comes out and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's a total different sound. I think for him or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I think it changed him a little bit, you know what I'm saying, from being conscious about doing it and having more a different attitude towards the music. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now we in the studio, let's take it a little further. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that sound, let's take it a little further. When we do these shows, we're not gonna go in there and keep doing it, you know, it's okay, cats do the same song all the time, but we like to be versatile. So when we go in the studio, we always try to get something new. You know what I'm saying? You know, a new, lyrically wise, something new.
you're never gonna hear the same song. Unless it's like one of them catchy songs.
Yeah.
So when you meet an artist, do you look at them as competition, or do you look at them as a fan? Like, damn, bro, I fuck with your music, I like your style. Or do you look at them as like, damn?
I feel like first impressions is everything. Cause even back in my Quali's first show that he had, well, not his first show that I went to. I'm not saying that was everyone's like go-to thing, like, oh shit, who this dude? But for yourself as an artist, like something new like that, you would think like, well, I was about to be on you. Like I was nervous. Like when I got up there, I killed this shit. Like wound up winning. It was a competition too. It was for a free video shoot. It was something else, I think. But I was like winning that shit. I was like, wow. I was outside with my girlfriend. I think we was smoking or some shit. I think he came outside, or my girl came outside. Hey, babes, they said your name. I'm like, oh, they didn't. Come back inside. Oh, Zeek, you won. Like, everybody dapping me up. That shit felt cool. Like,
well, then it's not like
it was shocking. Like, it was just, this is my first show. Like, but to answer the question, I would think of rappers as
opportunity.
not so competition.
Opportunity
Not
to
at
enjoy the
first.
game, you know what I'm
After a
saying?
while, like after meeting them, not like wanting to work with them. Like, damn, like this next song I gotta do, it gotta be better than that shit I heard. But like, I would think of them as fans.
Fans,
At first, yeah.
And I don't think it is it what you say competition.
That's what it seems.
You know what I'm
like.
saying? It's because in this game or not, it's always going to be some type of competition. But then again, you look at it as an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because with the opportunity, you get to show who you are, show off your talent in the game, and you know what I'm saying, and make sure that when we do our thing, we shine it. Because with the opportunity, because if we had to go up against somebody that was better than him or not better than him, you know what I'm saying, it becomes it might become a competition, and we don't want to go through no competition. We just want to do things, you know what I'm saying, be accepted as just who we are and whatnot, instead of looking at it as a competition. I mean, you know what I'm saying, I love all rappers and artists that's in the game that's trying to do their thing. And we do our shows, we don't look at it, when we go to the show, we don't look at it as a tone. We just go up there and look like it's just a show we doing. We gotta perform, we gotta do what we gotta do to perform. So we could look good, but it's not a competition. To me, it's not like a competition. We look at it as, you know what I'm saying, we just trying to get a fan base going. Right now, we're looking at it as it's fun, but it's a job for us, it's our job to try to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, more likely fun, because when we do the shows, we have a lot of fun. We kick it with the other artists. You know what I'm saying? Once in a blue moon, they be like, yo, I want to work with you. Can I come to the crib? We go to the studio together and all that. You know, but the timing maybe not be right at the time, but, and like in the future and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, we would like to get together with a lot of guys that want to get down.
So right now, if somebody go to your Instagram, YouTube, and they offer you a deal, that I want to sit down with you, throw hella money down, would you guys sign?
Well, I'll say it like this. Right away, we wouldn't sign right away. We gotta look at the whole picture first. You know what I'm saying? Because you got cats out there, you know what I'm saying, like they always say, never take the first offer. Never take the first offer. You got to see what they're offering. Far as getting signed,
You gotta go over the contract. You can't just jump on that shit. Some niggas be like, I don't know. It's different. Like if it's a local production and they got like a little buzz for them and everything. Well, not a little buzz. Like they making money and stuff like that. And if they like in like the same state, for example, that you already doing your thing in. Maybe.
Yeah, because
like
they say,
like
you got to call
something
before
out
you
of
walk.
blue, like Epic Records or something like that.
Yeah, you got to call before you walk.
I don't know. I'm not saying I'll jump it, but
Depends on what they're offering.
So would you sign with a label that's not mainstream yet, then sign with a label that's like out there already? Like you got the QC, Young Money, but then you got like little labels that's like a group of people that just call themselves a label that want to work with you and sign you.
We have to look at the contract, what it states.
Yeah.
And see,
So
and see where they're heading with it. You know what I'm saying? Are they looking to get signed again? Now, if it's something independent, it's totally different. That's the cats doing their own thing,
like
with
your
independent
homies or
label.
something like that.
You know what I'm saying? With independent label, I think we might just try to become independent ourselves before that happens.
So right now, where can people find you on social media?
Instagram, you can find me Zeek Woods 516. SoundCloud, Zeek Woods 516. YouTube, Lil Zeek. You can find me anything.
Anyway.
Only thing, well, yeah, anywhere. You can find me on anywhere, any streaming platforms. Only thing I don't have right now is iTunes, Spotify, and Apple. It's only 3 things, but everything else you can find me. Facebook, Zeek Woods, Lil Zeek.
You gotta throw out some projects that you're working on right now, man.
Oh man.
You gotta get people something to lean on.
True.
So what you working on right now?
Shit. Okay, so for anybody, you don't have to specifically be from New York to know this beat, but it's this beat right. Okay, this is what I got cooking. Okay, wait, before I get to that, the Welcome to the Party beat. A lot of people from different states, well, different towns in New York did this beat, but this, the Welcome to the Party beat. A lot of people did this beat. Shout out to Pop Smoke too. It's this new song I got. It's called Welcome to the Party. That's on the way. I just performed it this past Friday. Shout out to Quali. The show was called The Zombie Apocalypse. That song, a lot of people want me to drop that song. That shit is fire.
Right now we're working on trying to get a sound. You know what I'm saying? I know our next step is, as far as the project is concerned, is trying to get that right sound. You know
So in sound, what do you mean by that?
You know, like any other artist or producer, you know what I'm saying? There's some out there working something original. You know what I'm saying? Something original.
Yeah,
something that's yours is original.
Like after a while, like towards next year, I feel like it's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna go a lot stronger than I did this year because I'm doing a lot of remix. Well, not all my songs remixes, but maybe like half of them is remixes.
Yeah, but you know that's how
Some
a
of them
lot of
is
people
full
blew up
song.
doing remixes.
Yeah,
No, but after
exactly
a while,
how-
I can't keep doing that. I mean, after a while, I'm gonna want to start.
But you gotta look at Young M.A.
because the
No,
remixes
not
I
Young
can't
M.A.
release.
LMA. LMA blew up on remixing everybody's song on YouTube.
Jacquees do that same.
Yeah, but then they got famous because they started getting millions and millions of
And
likes.
see, that's the thing. See,
True.
that's exactly how our sound is. We can have, we do the remix with the music, but the lyrics is totally different. So what we trying to do is we trying to get that remix with a different sound with our own lyrics.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because like when I grew up one night, everybody sampled shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas grew up on the samples. But a lot of conflict came with that because no permission. And we don't want to run into a situation where we don't have no permission or we have to, you know what I'm saying? I can dig with the lease in it. I can dig with buying the rights to it, you know, so on a smaller platform. But just to go out there and try to get famous, you know, with a remix that's not organized where we had to pay for anything, it's gonna be a problem.
So is that like LMA and Jacquees?
I mean,
Jacquees
man,
did a
that
Trip
was
remix,
foul. I know.
and LMA did the Trip.
I actually remixed that
you
too.
know,
That's coming.
I guarantee you somebody paid for something.
I'm pretty sure he got, she made him take it off of iTunes,
anything-
Spotify.
If anything, as an artist, I didn't mean to cut you off. I feel like if anything, I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna say I mean, like as an artist, like you could hear, you could understand. Like so, if you listen to both, 9 times out of 10, I'm not picking sides, but people probably would pick Jacquees' version. This goes back to what I'm saying. Things being shown rather than told. Like 9 times out of 10, people would pick Jacquees' remix. Not taking anything away from LMA. She's talented as hell. I love her songs, but I would pick Jacquees' remix just cause like I don't know that he just gave that shit more flavor. Like I don't know. He just did it a lot more than she could have. Maybe that's how I'm saying. But
It's all great.
that situation was kind of foul though, cause they took his version off of everything.
Everything.
It's still up on YouTube, but only a few.
I'm pretty sure because the internet copies and pastes it for everything.
You can get an MP3 anyway.
Yeah.
That was foul though.
Yeah, but
If anything, I feel like she should have. I don't know if they talked about the situation. I know she did
Well, you know,
interviews about it. I feel like on her end, she should have. I mean, maybe it wasn't her decision to have people take it down or to have because I don't think like as an artist you're gonna try to contact all these sites and tell them to take a remix off of a song you did.
a lot of
down.
cats is doing it now
If
because
anything, I feel like on her
production.
end, she should have came to Jacquees and been like,
some production.
I mean, if she knew about it, it was about to jump off. She could have texted him or whatever. You know, artists they got each other's Instagram and stuff. She could have, they could have sat down and talked about it. Hey, I'll let you keep it up because
Bro, it's all about money.
I know, but I feel like that
It's all about
situation,
money.
they could have at least took
See,
it
that's
down,
how-
but she could have at least let him keep
I
it
said
up.
somebody got to pay for
But
it.
I don't
For
know.
$1
that
million,
shit,
you can keep
but
it
it
up.
hit fast. Like it was
Yeah.
down for a minute. Like
Yeah, but that song right there, that's what blew Jacquees up from being a YouTube artist to being mainstream. So
that should motivate you. For somebody
It-
to do
it-
your song,
it'll
not
motivate you.
saying he went to the studio and wanted to do it better, but for somebody, he's been out longer than her. So for somebody, I'm not saying she has to be that way, but as an artist, if somebody did that to me, like, if it okay, not saying I would automatically off the bat let them keep it up, but if somebody remix one of my songs, like one of my favorite songs that I always listen to, and like they got a little buzz or whatever, and somebody remix it, I'm not gonna judge the song and say they did it better than me, but if the shit is fire and I will listen to it like, damn, I should have did that or something like that.
see, this is the issue with
Not everybody's
that.
gonna see that.
Listen,
It's a funny game.
if you said you'll be cool with it, but how you think he'll feel when be like, dang, oh that song sounds tight, bro. We gotta get paid off for that song.
See,
That's how you would feel afterwards.
See,
Yeah.
with me though, I would try to change something to keep it. But you know, like in today's society, man, rap game, it's funny. The rap game is funny. You just can't go up there and do anything. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't like that. But being that you're on the ground, you're not generating no cash. It's all great. You can do what you want.
It's different.
You know what I'm saying? If
It's
you're not
different
generating no
independent.
cash, you can do what you want. But once you start generating that cash, it's a different story. Then you got to get into the contest, you got to get the lawyers, you got to get the paper signs and all this other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? And it's best that you go ahead and lease it or buy the rights to it for you to do that song so you won't have to deal with nobody saying put it down because you bought the rights to it. And once you get the rights to it, you can do what you want with it, get your own cash. Then again, like I said, you know, we looking for our own beat and sound, and you know what I'm saying, like which a lot of guys do, but then again, you got that same, a lot of guys got that same beat. You know what I'm saying? Like the Migos, their whole thing is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their whole thing is different. People's, I don't know, you can say people hating on it, whatnot. They say they're not real, this and that and the third, but you know what I'm saying? It's all in the game. You know what I'm saying? They made their business to do what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? To be in the game and stay in the game. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of competition with that because they're famous. You know what I'm saying? In order to stay in the game, you gotta have something different. You gotta have your own style, and that's what we're looking for. Big up to all the hip hop fans out there.
Yeah, shout out to all
You know
the
what I'm
hip-hop
saying?
fans.
Everybody that's checking this out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to come do it?
Shout
You
out
know,
to
want us to
Real
do a
Life
show?
Productions.
Call us up, hook us up. We'll do a show.
A lot of more new music coming next year. Welcome to the Party was supposed to drop this Thursday. I didn't even put the shit out, but it'll probably drop this week. Got more visuals coming. And,
Big up to all the followers.
Yeah, shout
People
out
that's
to
checking
all
this
the
out is going to check out the video,
Quality,
this interview.
Shane, Go. Shout out
Yeah.
to everybody. They on tour right now. That's probably about it.
Yeah, big up to the Quality crew.
So right now, can you guys give a shout out to Royal Life Productions?
Yeah, Raw Life Production, IDC Productions. You know what I'm saying? Our studio,
Oh, yeah,
my
shout
manager,
out to
King and
Fanatic, man.
shit.
Shout out to Tall Cat Studios.
Yeah,
Shout out to Royal Life Productions for coming through.
yeah,
At
giving
the
us
crib.
another opportunity to shine. You know what I'm saying? Giving us another opportunity to shine. Big up to y'all and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. We love y'all for that. You know what I'm saying? I hope we get a lot of love back from it.
We're gonna need y'all to come to the studio one of these days.
Yeah.
You know, we got to talk to our producer about that.
You gotta hear the producer.
Y'all
for that.
gonna have a Zeek session soon.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have a Zeek session soon.
Yeah, but you know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I mean, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? We would love to come down to the studio and saying you don't want to do something.
Transportation's kind of an issue.
Do something right now. You know what I'm
We can
saying?
get there. It's not impossible.
It's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it takes for us to get to be noticed and recognized. You know what I'm saying? We'd love to come down and do something with y'all.
My bro Fanatic is flexible. Him and his engineer, not a kid.
Okay.
They're very
Oh,
flexible with your times. So all you gotta do is hit
you
them
know
up.
what I'm saying? Make it maybe you know what I'm saying? If you got a beat that's funky and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Just
Bro,
give us
they make their own beats.
give us a beat and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
And we throw
I've heard
some
a lot
lyrics
about
to it.
Fanatic, you do.
Yeah.
Give us some beats and we throw some lyrics to it.
Right now, Fnatic and Naughty Care is one of the was voted the
top.
best in Phoenix for
Yeah, they was on
producer
the
and
list.
engineering. So right now we're trying to conquer the whole Phoenix to go to the studio.
Okay, that's
to show
cool.
He was
love.
on the, he was
They-
on the poll for that top
Yeah.
engineer. Quality was up. There was a lot of people up there.
So they we basically trying to show love to everybody. So
That's cool.
that's how it
well,
is.
you know what I'm saying?
Network
Like-
is key.
Like I said, you know what I'm saying? We can get together, our producers get together and whatnot, and get to brainstorming, hook something up. You know what I'm saying? And then again, you can just come in your studio and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Brainstorming and get something hooked up.
Do some new shit.
Do some new shit.
With the Beretta, Mando for the cash flow, whatever for the cheddar. Ripping up the bird, trying to cop another feather.